Hi there, my name is Alex Gashanza. I'm excited today to be taking you through this character that I created and rigged. Alright, let's go straight to our controls. We've got our global control that scales our character up and down to fit within our scene. The global control has also got the ability to transform our character side to side, up and down, and forward and backward. Alright, so from there we'll move to our body control that transforms our body, our entire body, up and down, side to side, and forward and back. Alright, from there we've got our hip control, that is our center of gravity control that moves our pelvis up and down, side to side, forward and backward, and rotates sideways, forward and backward, and up and down. Yeah, moving on from there, we've got our shoulder control that translates our shoulders up and down. Right now we cannot translate it because we've got a stretchable attribute off, but if we turn this on, then this happens. We have the ability to translate our shoulders up and down, and still while we're doing that we can squash and stretch our torso. Alright, so moving on from there, we've still got the ability to rotate our shoulders around, that is sideways and forward and backward. Alright, moving on from there, we've got our spine controls that rotates our spine forward and backward. We've got two controls for the spine. The bottom control pivots around the hip area and gives us a great control over our torso. Alright, from there let's go straight to our leg controls, which controls our legs, our lower limbs. We can translate our legs up and down, sideways, forward and backward, and we can also rotate our foot up and down and sideways, and we can also enable stretching within our foot so that our limbs or our limb bones meet our foot control. Alright, we can also disable stretching, and that normalizes our limbs. Alright, So I'll just zero out the Y translation so that the foot is taken back to where we were initially. Alright, so moving from there, we've got our settings control for the foot, which has the ability to blend between the FK mode, which means the forward kinematics mode, to the inverse kinematics mode. And right now we are in the inverse kinematics mode, or the IK mode. Within that we have the manual and auto knee blend mode, which means that we have the ability to manually adjust our knee or automatically adjust our knee. So right now, because we are in auto, we have the ability to automatically adjust our knee to meet the pose that we need for our character. Alright, so let me just zero that out and see some of the features that we have within our foot control. We have the ability to roll our foot, which is very useful when we are walking or when we are running. So we can roll that forward or backward, and that affects the whole leg or the whole lower limb, since we have inverse kinematics on. But we have the ability to move from inverse kinematics to forward kinematics. Forward kinematics means that there is a direct relationship between the top limb and the bottom limb, which means that when we translate or rotate the top limb, then the lower limb or the bottom limb will follow suit. That is, if we are rotating the left or right thigh, if you are rotating the right thigh, our right shin follows suit. But while we are in IK mode, there is an inverse relationship between the right thigh and the right shin. Alright, now that's explained, we need to move to our various controls and see what we have here. So we have a roll that I've just demonstrated, and we can also adjust our bend limit angle, which is the angle that limits how we roll the foot. We've also got or roll the ball. We also got our toe straight angle that limits the angle that we can pivot the toe. Alright, from there we've got our tilt, that tilts our foot sideways. Alright, from there we've got our lean feature that leans our foot sideways. Alright, and from there we've got our toe spin that spins our foot pivoted around the toe. Alright, from there we've got our toe wiggle feature that pivots around the ball of the foot and wiggles our toe. Nice. From there we've got our arm controls that we can translate in whichever direction we want and achieve whichever pose we want or we require for that production. Alright, from there we can view the various features within our elbows. We've got the elbow control here that I'm translating, that has a cool feature that enables you to snap the forearm bone and the upper arm bone to the elbow control. So once I enable this and turn it on and enable stretching for arm, this will happen. our limbs, that is our upper limbs or our forearm bone and our upper arm bone adjusts or stretches to meet our elbow control. So once that's done, we can move our elbow control around, and as you can see, this moves our entire limb from the elbow. Alright, that said, we can switch. Right now we are in IK mode. We can switch from IK mode to FK mode, and once we do that, this happens. We can translate from FK mode to IK mode using this settings control or settings attribute, that is the blend feature. But as we do that, you can see that there are different poses in between our IK mode and our FK mode. So what we can do right now to make sure that our FK mode matches our IK mode is use an application that I created called the Match App, and what that does is match our FK mode to our IK mode, or our IK mode to our FK mode. So once we do that, let's try it out with our right arm. So right now we are in IK mode and we want to switch the FK mode. So what we'll do is click this tab here, and that gives us the FK mode, and still matches our IK position. Alright, you can still switch from the FK arm to the IK arm, and that matches perfectly. Alright, so moving on from there, we've got our finger controls that automates our finger poses or actions. And the first that we have here set is the curl, which basically curls our fingers in and out from extreme poses to extreme poses. Alright, from there we still got our scrunch feature, which scrunches our fingers, and we've got negative scrunch and positive scrunch. Alright, we've got the lean feature that leans our fingers sideways, to achieve a pose that an animator might require while doing his job. Alright, from there we have the ability to relax our fingers. We have a positive and negative relax that can enable us to tap our fingers maybe on a table or something. Alright, moving from that, we've got the spread attribute or the spread control that spreads our fingers to extremes. We've got like an extreme stretch to squash, and moving on, we have our fists feature, and for us to use that, I need to disable our curl for the thumb. So I'll do this. I'll turn on this fists feature, and that gives us a fist for the hand. All right. So moving on from there, we've got head controls, and for the head controls, we have a hierarchical structure, and we have the head pivot that can rotate the head around that pivot and give us a certain look that we might aim for. Let me zero that out or undo that, and we still got a head control that can rotate the head around and achieve that a pose that is good for animation. Alright, we've got within the head our jaw control that rotates our jaws up and down and sideways. From there, within the jaw control, we have controls for the tongue. We can achieve a tongue roll that gives us the ability to roll our tongue up and down. From there, we can also do this. We can also roll our tongue sideways. So we have the ability to roll our tongue sideways. We can also bend our tongue so that we achieve these effects like we are whistling or something. Alright, so I'll zero out our jaw control so that we can move on to other features. We've got the upper jaw control, which moves our skull or rotates up and down, which is not something that we might require while we are animating, since anatomically it's our jaw which rotates and not our skull. Alright, so from there we can move on to our facial controls. We've got the eyebrow controls that controls our eyebrows. We also have got the nose control that controls our nose, and the mouth control that controls our mouth or our lips. Alright, but since going into the controls and doing the various expressions can be a daunting task, I've created an application that automates most of the facial expressions that one might require while animating. And I'll take you through some of the features that we got in our application. We've got the left smile and the ability to turn that off, and we've also got the right smile and the ability to turn that off. We can also put on the false smile and turn that off. We've also got the left frown, the right frown, and the ability to turn that off. We also got the left sneer and right sneer, and the ability to turn that off and maybe turn on the false sneer. Alright, that said, we have the ability to blink our left eye or blink our right eye, and the ability to also turn that off and put on the full blink. Alright, so you also got the brow raise. We got the left brow raise and the right brow raise, and the ability to turn that off or maybe turn on the full brow. Alright, we've got the ability to twitch our left eye or twitch our right eye, or maybe turn that off or maybe put on the full twitch. That said, we've got some automated expressions. Let me reset that. We've got the sad expression. I'll turn that on and reset it. You also got the shocked expression. I'll turn that on and off. We've also got the upset expression. I'll turn that on and off. And we've also got our phonemes to achieve the various visions while we are animating dialogues. And we have the F mouth shape, which is a unique shape. I'll reset that. We also got the M shape, which is a unique shape. I'll also reset that. The U shape, also another unique shape. I'll reset that. And what we can do is combine the various mouth shapes for the phonemes to achieve various phonemes for our dialogue scenes. Right, now that's that said, we've also got the ability to reset our face. Let's say I put on the left smile plus the left brow raise, and I see that this is not good for my pose. So what I'll do is reset that, and that takes me back to where we were initially. Alright, now I've taken you through most of what we have within our rig, and I appreciate you staying here with me up to this moment, and I'll see you next time as I'm demonstrating how to animate this character. Alright, thank you. Have a great time. Thank you.